The Badlands grade all the way from those that are almost rolling in character to those that are so fantastically broken in form and so bizarre in color as to seem hardly properly to belong to this earth. Rattlesnakes are only too plentiful everywhere, along the river bottoms, in the broken, hilly ground, and on the prairies and the great desert wastes alike. If it can, it will get out of the way, and only coils up in its attitude of defense when it believes that it is actually menaced. One of our sweetest, loudest songsters is the meadow lark. The plains air seems to give it a voice, and it will perch on the top of a bush or tree and sing for hours in rich, bubbling tones. They have a funny habit of gravely bowing or posturing at the passer-by, and stand up very erect on their legs. Theodore Roosevelt on burrowing owls. One bleak March day, a flock of snow buntings came. Every few moments one of them would mount into the air, hovering about with quivering wings and warbling a loud, merry song with some very sweet notes. They were a most welcome little group of guests, and we were sorry when, after loitering around a day or two, they disappeared toward their breeding haunts. Prairie dogs are abundant. They are in shape like little woodchucks, and are the most noisy and inquisitive animals imaginable. They are never found singly, but always in towns of several hundred inhabitants, and these towns are found in all kinds of places where the country is flat and treeless. This broken country extends back from the river for many miles and has been called always by Indian, French voyager and American trappers alike, the Badlands. Nothing could be more lonely and nothing more beautiful than the view at nightfall across the prairies to these huge hill masses, when the lengthening shadows had at last merged into one and the faint afterglow of the red sunset filled the west. I heartily enjoy this life, with its perfect freedom, for I am very fond of hunting, and there are few sensations I prefer to that of galloping over these rolling limitless prairies, with rifle in hand, or winding my way among the barren, fantastic and grimly picturesque deserts of the so-called Badlands. Its toughness and hardy endurance fitted it to contend with purely natural forces, to resist cold and wintry blasts or the heat of the thirsty summer, to wander away to new pastures, to plunge over the broken ground, and to plough its way through snowdrifts or quagmires. Now and then we hear the wilder voices of the wilderness, from animals that in the hours of darkness do not fear the neighborhood of man. The coyotes wail like dismal ventriloquists, or the silence may be broken by the snorting and stamping of a deer.